Hey everyone, let's talk Bitcoin, shall we? It's been around for a while, like that weird smell in your nan's basement. You know it's there, but you don't want to investigate too closely. But here's the thing, Bitcoin is kind of a big deal. It's like the internet decided to have its own currency, and everyone's invited to the party. Except maybe you didn't get the memo about what to wear or how to act. Don't worry, we've all been there. This whole cryptocurrency thing can seem intimidating, like trying to understand your teenager's obsession with TikTok. But trust me, once you get the basics, it's not as complicated as it seems. So, buckle up, grab your thinking caps, or your beer helmets, no judgment here. And let's dive into the wacky world of Bitcoin. In the simplest terms, Bitcoin is digital money. You can't hold it, lick it, or stick it in your wallet unless it's a digital wallet, but we'll get to that later. It was invented back in 2008 by a mysterious figure, or figures, known only as Satoshi Nakamoto. Think of it like the Banksy of finance, leaving everyone guessing. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Bitcoin isn't controlled by any government, bank, or financial institution. It's decentralized, which is a fancy way of saying it's powered by a network of computers all over the world. This network is like a giant digital ledger that keeps track of every Bitcoin transaction. And just like your grandma's prized recipe book, it's very secure and transparent. Okay, let's talk about this blockchain thing. Imagine a giant digital spreadsheet that everyone on the Bitcoin network has access to. This spreadsheet records every single Bitcoin transaction ever made. When you send Bitcoin to your friend, the transaction gets added to a block on the blockchain. Think of a block like a page in that giant spreadsheet. Once a block is filled with transactions, it gets linked to the previous block, forming a chain, hence the name blockchain. This chain is constantly growing as more transactions are added. And because it's spread across so many computers, it's incredibly difficult to hack or alter. It's like trying to steal a jelly bean from a jar guarded by 1,000 grandmas. Good luck with that. Section 4. Bitcoin in action, from wallet to wallet. So how do you actually use Bitcoin? First, you need a digital wallet. This is like your online bank account for Bitcoin. You can store your Bitcoin there and send it to other people. Let's say you want to buy a pizza with Bitcoin, because priorities. You open your digital wallet, enter the amount of Bitcoin you want to send to the pizza place, and hit send. Your transaction gets broadcast to the network of computers. These computers, called miners, verify the transaction and add it to a block. Once the block is full, it's added to the blockchain and boom, your pizza is paid for. Section 5. The value of Bitcoin. Why is it worth anything? Now, you might be thinking, why is this digital thing worth anything at all? Good question. Bitcoin's value comes from a few things. First, it's scarce. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins in existence. That's it. And just like a limited edition Beanie Baby, scarcity drives up demand. Second, it's decentralized. No government or bank can control it. This makes it attractive to people who don't trust traditional financial systems. Third, it's secure. The blockchain technology makes it incredibly difficult to hack or counterfeit. Fourth, it's accessible. Anyone with an internet connection can use Bitcoin. And finally, more and more businesses are starting to accept Bitcoin as payment. As adoption grows, so does its value. Section 6. Bitcoin mining digital gold rush. Remember those miners I mentioned earlier? They're the ones who verify Bitcoin transactions and add them to the blockchain, but it's not just a hobby. They get rewarded for their efforts with, you guessed it, Bitcoin. Mining Bitcoin is like solving a complex math problem. It requires a lot of computing power and energy. The first miner to solve the problem gets to add the next block to the blockchain and receives a reward in Bitcoin. Think of it like a digital gold rush. Except instead of pickaxes and shovels, you need powerful computers and a lot of electricity. And that's Bitcoin in a nutshell. It's a digital currency that operates on a decentralized network secured by blockchain technology. Of course, there's a lot more to it than that. But this should give you a basic understanding of how this revolutionary technology works. So, The next time someone starts talking about Bitcoin, you can impress them with your newfound knowledge or just nod along and pretend you understand. We've all been there.